Hi everyone, Kareen Erbe here with Broken Ground. So I thought I'd give you a tour of one of my favorite features in my garden, and that's my herb spiral polyculture. So let's have a look. So here is the spiral, and at the beginning we have a bunch of mint. Now, normally I wouldn't necessarily recommend having mint in your herb spiral because it can get out of control, but I keep it under control in here and can't resist because there's just a ridiculous amount of pollinators on the mint, and that makes me super happy. So mint is what I put in here. Then I have some purple basil that you can see there, and a pepper, and then this is all chamomile that volunteered in another part of my garden this year, and then I planted it here. So it's a self-seeding annual that didn't get planted right there in particular, but I dug it up when it was small and I planted it along here. Then we do have calendula, which again is a self-seeding annual that just was actually right where it's coming up. So I chose to let some of that stay there. We have some peppers, banana peppers going on right in there. Eggplant. So the thing that I like to do is an herb spiral, as probably many of you know, is an excellent microclimate because of the rock that we have here that absorbs heat during the day and radiates it out at night. And so I plant a lot of the kind of warm season crops in here: eggplant, basil, and peppers. It's too small an area for tomatoes, but I like putting these smaller crops in there. Then of course we have the beautiful basil coming up here, more calendula of course, and then another pepper, more chamomile, and then there's a volunteer borage, and I kind of treat that as a little bit of a mulch maker. So it obviously, if I let it get too big, it would overwhelm whatever else is growing there. So what I do is that it grows up, and then I'm just taking leaves like this and throwing them back down in the bed, so when it gets too big. And then I might just, eventually just cut it down altogether, because you can see here, it's kind of obscuring another pepper that I have. But I kind of treat it as a mulch maker. Then there's more basil here. Tulsi basil, which I love and highly recommend you grow. It smells amazing. Great medicinal value as well. And of course, when it goes to flower like this, the pollinators just love it. This is garlic chives, and these will soon go into flower, and they're gorgeous. And then more basil, oregano here. You can see the bees on it and other pollinators. And then there's some thyme back in there hiding. This is a volunteer garlic right here, this little guy. The little garlic bulbules that are coming up. And then I have some zinnia, which I love, at the top. And then there's daylilies here along the edge, and then a small little pond in there that you can't see so much because it's being obscured by all the vegetation. But again, so this is one of my favorite features in the garden. Every year I plant something a little different. Obviously there are perennials in here, and then there are annuals, and then there are self-seeding annuals. So it's a kind of a combination, and every season I love it because it's kind of like painting a different canvas every season. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.